Yeah. Okay. Hi, my name is Brandon Sano. Today we're going to be talking about our final speech for speech, and today we're going to talk about dedication and the importance of how to be dedicated towards one goal and what do you want to be a part of in the community. I know growing up in high school, I was part of the mixed martial arts group. Almost like I registered for or I signed up for an academy, and technically I was part in that community, but I kind of want to talk about how one as a person actually gets involved in that community, because technically you can be in a hobby or you can be doing something simply as working out or simply like going to church or anything, but people can sometimes feel very left out. Not necessarily being part of something means that you're dedicated towards that community or you're part of that community. So we're going to talk about how, for me, entering that academy has changed how I was able to be a part of that community. So during freshman year, I ended up registering for that class or for an academy class, and the first week was pretty tiring. So I'm not gonna lie. I think I was out of shape and everything, but overall, I got to talk to some of the people, which I think that played a big factor to the people, and got to know a little bit of my instructors. As time went on, I started noticing that they started offering some programs, so that's something that we can all do. If they start offering programs, some things to volunteer, we can slowly start getting integrated into that part of the community. And it's most importantly, I think, getting into a community, being dedicated towards something that you want to do, you kind of have to enjoy it. So if it's something that you genuinely enjoy and it doesn't feel like a chore when you wake up or something that you have to do every day, then I feel that not only are you dedicated towards a certain thing that you want to do, but I think you can do more. So throughout the years that I was in that academy, I started registering for like helping out other people, and I slowly and surely started dedicating more time to not only improve myself as a person, but to grow. Because there they teach discipline. They taught respecting others, respecting yourself, be dedicated to the things that you want to do in your life, not just that. And not only that, but that academy helped me a lot into my life. It was such a big factor in my life that it helped me throughout school. I was not only able to focus more in school, but I was able to respect my teachers, my other fellow students. I was able to decide whether what was right, what was wrong, or what would be the best outcome for me. So again, there were hardships throughout the martial arts. We had to take these exams. That not only was it physical exams, but we also had to train ourselves mentally. Because if we weren't mentally prepared, then we weren't physically ready either. I think the most challenging one for me that I want to call myself, that I want to say that was like the most dedicated part, was when I had to take my black belt, because we had to run a whole mile within 7 minutes, and then after that we had to take a 10-minute drill where it was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and then 500 kicks. And I think it made it it was pretty difficult at first. It's something that a lot of people are not used to it, but they tell you ahead of time, hey, you need to start practicing before you can get to that goal. And it's something that they just tell you, not necessarily that they help you with. It's something that they let you know ahead of time. And you as a person and during those classes, you have to be dedicated to not only invest time within that community, but go home and start practicing and practicing and practicing. It's the same motion, same repetition, same everything. But if you're dedicated to the same exact thing over and over and over and over again, when it's time for you to take that exam, then you feel, not only do you feel ready, but all the training that you did back then really does pay off. And so I think I learned that the hard way the first time. The first time maybe I was a little bit nervous, but I didn't do too well, and I failed the very, very first time I took it. But I did have another opportunity to take it the next day. And so what I ended up doing is that throughout that night, not only was I training little by little, but I started looking back and reflecting the things that I did wrong. And when I took it the second time, I ended up passing my exam for it. And so I think I just want to leave it at that dedication. Not necessarily you have to be. Not only do you have to be, if you're part of it, not only do you have to not only get involved, but it is something that you have to enjoy overall. So I think it can reflect. I really do look back at the whole martial arts things and how much it's helped me throughout my life. So I guess this would also be an inspiring. So if you guys are really motivated to do something or dedicated to something, I think I highly recommend it for you guys to keep going. And I believe in you. Thank you.